So let's get started. And how do I start if I'm not in front of you guys? Okay. So first of all, extremely sorry everybody for being late today because I got stuck in traffic and traffic was really bad as in very bad. So that was the reason why I got late, but we'll catch up. So today is the class for instead of the Saturday class, right? So we'll do tables first. Is everybody ready to share the tables?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm ready.
I will go one by one and everybody be ready. I'll call out the names and then we will start. So Rudraj, ready? Rudraj, are you ready?
Yes.
Table till?
Yes.
Table till?
7,
4 8 ja.
4, 8, 40.
4 8 ja 40. 4 8 ja
4,
32.
4, 8.
Practice 5 9 ja
5, 9, 45.
3 8 ja
3, 8, 34.
6 7 ja
24.
6 7 ja
6, 7, 42.
7 5 ja
35.
Okay. So while you answered 80% of the questions right, but I would want you to practice more. I mean, not only you, everybody.
I just didn't hear you right. I didn't hear you properly.
No, whatever you heard there also you took time. Okay. So practice. Practice is the only solution for everything that we do. Alright. Rian's in yellow. Orange. Table till
12,
8 9 ja
72,
9 9 ja
81,
12 7 ja
84,
8 6 ja
48,
2 7 ja
14,
9 5 ja
45,
12 9 ja
108,
Good job. Shanvi ready? And Shanvi and Mandeep, turn on your videos, beta. Shanvi ready? Shanvi, you have raised your hand, you are not unmuting yourself. How do I hear you? Okay, Aditi, ready? Table till
12,
8 8 ja
64,
7 9 ja
63,
4 9 ja
36,
12 8 ja
96,
11 7 ja
37,
2 7 ja
14,
7 8 ja
56,
12 7 ja
84,
Good job. Rian's, I don't know what is the color of Rian's t-shirt, but the Rian's who has not spoken yet. Okay. Yep. Rian's table till
12,
8 7 ja
6,
6 9 ja
54,
5 8 ja 12 6 ja 12 6 ja What is making you think? You know it all. Say it with confidence. That's what makes me happy.
I'm so bored of
9 9 ja.
81.
12 8 ja.
96.
A little bit of practice is missing. Everybody, spend 5 minutes every day. Yes, Yaditi, you're saying something?
I'm sorry, I forgot to turn the mute button and talk to my dad.
No worries, beta. It's okay. Okay, all right. Okay, I see Mishika and Aniket. All right. So we are doing tables right now, Mishika and Aniket. So let's go to Shyanvi. Shyanvi, ready?
Yeah.
Table till.
Hard.
Sorry.
Table till 12.
8 8 ja.
54.
7 7 ja.
49.
9 9 ja.
81.
10 10 ja.
100.
2 2 ja.
4.
12 8 ja.
96.
Did you say 76 or 96?
96.
Okay. 12 9 ja.
108.
7 8 ja.
56.
Good job. Anahita, ready? Table till.
12.
8 7 ja.
56.
12 5 ja.
60.
Say it with confidence. 12 5 is 60. As if you are teaching me. Okay? I want you guys to teach me actually one day. 8 8 ja.
64.
6 9 ja.
54.
12 7 ja.
84.
Okay. Good job. So you did not go wrong, but you took 1 or 2 seconds to think. I want to cut those 2 seconds as well. Okay? Little bit of practice. 5 minutes every day. Ready? Table till
5.
5. 4 8 ja.
32.
3 8 ja.
11.
3 8 ja.
24.
5 7 ja.
7s are 35.
4 9 ja.
36.
Good job. Anika, ready? Table till
No.
4. 2 7 ja.
14.
3 5 ja.
15.
4 6 ja.
36.
Yep. 5 7 ja. 35. Okay. All right. So let's go to Mishika. Mishika, ready, beta?
Yeah.
Table till which number?
12.
12. Sure. Okay. Let's see. And again, no penalty for making mistake. I'm just checking how much we know and what we need to know. 5 8 ja.
5 into 40.
7 7 ja.
49.
8 6 ja.
8 6 ja. 48.
6 9 ja.
54.
9 8 ja.
72.
11 9 ja.
99.
12 5 ja.
60.
12 8 ja.
What did you say again?
12 8 ja.
96.
9 9 ja. Good job. Aniket, ready?
Yes.
Yes, table till.
I know 1, 2, 3, 5, 10.
No, we'll go in a sequence. So, are you saying till 3 you're fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
What is that?
5 and 10.
5 and 10. 10, you don't need to know. If you know the table of 1, you would know table of 10. That way I know table of 1 million also. Yeah. But yeah, on a serious note. So 2 6 yeah.
2, 6, 12.
Very nice. So say it with confidence. 2 6 yeah 12. As if you are scolding me, okay? 3 5 yeah.
What?
3 5 yeah.
15.
2 9 yeah.
18.
3 7 yeah. 21. Okay, so here's the thing. So Aniket, you just forget about everything that you know. If you say I know table till 5, 10, I'm not really worried about that right now. I want you to go from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and then 5 will come by default. If you know the table of 5, that's very good. Now, I want you to practice table of 2 and 3 as if you are saying your name to somebody. Okay? If somebody asks me what is your name, do you think I will take my name is Birendra Kumar? No, that will not be acceptable because I need to know my name by heart, right? I don't have to think about it. Likewise, tables work very effectively for us if we memorize them well. And it is not only for Aniket, for all of us, everybody in the class. I saw everybody taking 1 or 2 seconds, except some of you. So I want everybody to be as quick, as accurate as possible. And that will come only with practice. There is no other method, okay? So every day, let's say if I have to memorize, yes, Anahita.
Sir, I'm sorry. My network was weak.
No worries, it's okay. So let's say if I am memorizing the table of 13, let's say, okay? If I'm memorizing, this is how I'll memorize. I'll have everything written in a piece of paper. I'll start like this. 13 1 is 13, 13 2 is 26, 13 3 is 39, 13 4 is 52, 13 5 is 65, 13 6 is 78, 13 7 is 91, 13 8 is 104, 39 is 117, 13 9 is 130. I will read it by, that is in my piece of paper. I'll do it 1 or 2 times, then I'll fold the paper and say, okay, fine. 13 1 is 13, 13 2 is 26, 13 3 is 39, 13 4 is 52, 13 5 is 65, 13 6 is 78, 13 7 is 91, 38 is 104, 39 is 117, 13 is 130. Okay. I think I have memorized it. Okay. I will ask question to myself. 13 5 is 65. Okay. 39 is 117. Okay. 38 is 104. Okay. So that way I will say, okay, fine. I have memorized it. Then I will take that piece of paper and catch hold of somebody in the family and say, okay, ask me questions on this table. This is more like a game. You are not studying. You are playing with the table. And once you memorize the tables, your math becomes much more interesting. Okay. So that was the wake-up call for all of us. Let's start with what we want to learn. So in the previous classes, what we have learned? We talked about different shapes. Yes, Mishka, Niket. Who is saying?
What have we learned? We learned about angles and polygons.
Yes. So we learned about different types of shapes. We learned about angles, rays, line segment. Then we learned about triangles, different types of triangles. Then we learned about the quadrilaterals, where we learned about rectangle, square, kite, rhombus, trapezoid, parallelogram. And then we looked at what do we mean by compound shapes, like pentagon or any other shape. So we just learn about the properties of different types of shapes. But that is not enough. We just learn. Let's say it's like you all got to know about me being a teacher, maths teacher. That's it. You have not learned anything more from me yet. You just learned, okay, this is the math teacher. He's an old man. He has very less hair. He wears glasses. These are the properties of me that you have learned. But you have not learned math from me yet. So that's what we will start today. So when you talk about any shape, let's say if I'm talking about this shape, or this shape, or this shape, or this shape, and essentially I'm talking about the closed shapes, where you can put somebody inside and lock. Okay? These are the closed shapes. We have to learn about certain things related to area, meaning how much space that it needs, and the perimeter, the length of the boundary. So if I'm talking about area of this circle versus this pentagon versus this rectangle or this triangle, I'm essentially talking about the space that it takes on the surface. If you look at, let's look at some examples here. If I look at this triangle versus this triangle versus this triangle versus this triangle, what do we see? This is a very big triangle. Here, everybody here. Everybody here. There's nothing funny about it. Let's focus on this. This is a triangle. This is also a triangle. This is a triangle. This is also a triangle. What is the difference between these four triangles? Can anybody tell me? Yes, Riyaz, tell me.
Their size.
Their sizes are different. Okay? Anybody else? Yes, Rudra.
They take they take only the big ones take a lot of space of the whiteboard, and the medium ones take only not so much.
Okay.
But the small ones take.
Okay. Okay. Let's see what Mishika and Aniket want to say. You're talking to the mute button, but I cannot hear you.
The triangles are different because they are like different types of triangles. Like some of them, like I think they're never mind.
Okay, let's see what Aditi says. See, I am playing a game here. I don't want to teach.
The smaller one takes less space, and the bigger one takes lots of space.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm doing a trick with you guys. I'm not trying to teach you guys anything. I'm just learning everything from you and then relaying back. Okay, let's see what Rian says.
Are there angles?
Okay. Let's forget about it. I heard one statement from one of you. Rudraksh, be on mute. One thing I heard from some of you is, this is taking more space. This is taking lesser space. This is taking even lesser space. And this is a tiny triangle. This is taking the least space. So something taking space is English. If I convert that to math, I will not say this triangle takes more space. I will say this triangle has more area. This needs more area for drawing it. Okay? Let's say if you want to draw this big a circle on my palm, can you do it? No, probably not. The circle is bigger than my palm. Meaning the area that I have on the palm is smaller than the area needed by the circle. So by area of any shape, what we mean is the space that it takes. Okay? Let's say if I talk about, let's say this is a piece of paper I have. This is a piece of paper I have, okay? And I want to draw this circle on this piece of paper. Can I do so? Can I do that? Anybody? This is the piece of paper I have. And I want to draw this circle on this piece of paper. Can I do that? Yeah, Mishika.
No.
Why?
Because circle has more area than the paper.
Yes. This circle needs more area than the area I have on this piece of paper. Yeah? So area is nothing but the space that you can see on anything. Okay, if I'm talking about area of the circle, I'm talking about the space that this circle needs. Okay? Can I draw this bigger circle on the tip of my finger? No, no ways. Because the area that I have here is way less than what I needed by this guy. Rudraksh, only important discussions, yes.
I see the glare on the whiteboard.
Okay, and there's a way to solve that.
What happened?
Yeah. Is the glare still there?
No.
Okay. So what I was trying to say was, area of any shape means the space that it takes on the surface where you are trying to draw it. Okay. Now, if I say, now you guys at least understood, or you know that, okay, if I say, what is the area of this triangle? You know that, okay, this is the space that it takes, but how do I measure it? How do I measure the area of a triangle or any shape for that matter? Anybody having any interesting clue about it? Okay, stop playing with emojis, guys. Does anybody know how do you find the area of any shape? Here.
I have to choose parts.
Okay. Here. So pay attention to this one, okay? It's okay. So how do you find the area of a triangle or this rectangle or this square? How do you find it out? Any idea? Let me give you guys some clue. Now let's go back to this rectangle. Okay? Let's go back to this rectangle. Let's say this is a rectangle. What are the properties that we remember? The opposite sides are parallel and yeah.
It has right angles.
It has right angles and what else? Yeah, Mishika, Niket.
Opposite sides are parallel.
And equal. So if I say this is 5 centimeter, so this will also be 5 centimeter. Yeah. If I say this is 4 centimeter, this will also be 4 centimeter. Correct? Everybody, Riyans, you were saying something? Anahita? So now I have a rectangle. If I gave you guys only these two things. If I gave you guys that, okay, this is one side 4 centimeter, this is the second side 5 centimeter. Now, just because you know the property of the rectangle, you know that, okay, the opposite sides will be the same. So if I just give you 5 centimeter, now by the property you know that if it is a rectangle, the opposite side will be same as this one, correct? So that is why property is important. If I say this is a square and side is 8 centimeter, can you find out all other sides of the square? This is a square. I told you that this is a square. Can you find out the other three sides of the square?
Yes.
How much that will be? Yeah, Riyans, go ahead.
Since all the opposite sides are parallel on the square, all of them are equal.
So you gave the right answer, but you did not describe it right. Let's see what Mishika says.
It would be 8 centimeters.
Right. But how do you describe that? Let's see what Anahita says. I think everybody knows it. You're just not saying it right. Yes, Anahita.
Since a square has all equal sides, all of them have to be 8 centimeters.
Right. So this is how I would want you guys to describe it. Just because you know the property of a square, you know, okay, if somebody gives you this is a 8 centimeter, you know that every other side is 8 centimeter. So this is the property part of it. Aditi, same thing from you, beta?
On this square, there's like All of them are 8 centimeters for the rectangle. The width is 4 centimeters and the length is 5 centimeters.
Okay. So yeah, so I mean, again, I'm just trying to touch upon the concept that we have learned and we are trying to relate to that. Okay? Is it okay, everybody? Anika, Nikhil?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now we have not still talked about the area part of it. I just mentioned that area of any shape is the space taken by that. And that is English. I have not taught math yet. So, if somebody says, find out the area of a rectangle, how do we find it out? What I will do is, let's say this is my rectangle. Before I try finding out the area of a rectangle, let's learn one thing. One very interesting thing, and then you will probably be able to relate it. I have one square. It is 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter. It's a square with all sides as 1 centimeter. What is the name of this guy? How do I call this guy? Let's see if I have to ask him to come to my class. What will I say this guy? Aniket, Mishika, what happened? Okay. Yeah, Rudraj. What is the name of this guy?
Quadrilateral.
No. Okay. Okay. Here, whatever you have to say it loud. Tell me inside. No, Rudraj. Only one answer. Anybody else? Don't argue. I'm asking a question for a reason. Arguing doesn't help. Okay. I'm saying I have a square with all sides as 1 centimeter. What I can call this guy? What could be a name for this guy? Anahita, think little creative, guys. Mandeep, tell me. What could be the name of this guy? Mandeep, unmute and tell me. What is that?
Centimeter cube.
Not creative enough. Let's see what Anahita says.
A square that has the area of a centimeter.
Okay, one last chance. Let's see what Mishika and Aniket want to say.
I think it can be a polygon.
No, you guys are taking too much stress. What did I say? It's a square.
I think I got it.
Tell me.
1 centimeter square.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what is the name. It's a square with all sides as 1 centimeter. So I will call this guy 1 centimeter square.
So I got it correct.
Yeah. $1 million prize for Mandeep. Again, coming back to this one. So I'm saying it's a square with all sides as 1 centimeter. So I'm calling this guy as a 1 centimeter square. Is that okay, everybody? It's a square with all sides as 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter square. That's what I'm calling it. Is that okay? Yeah? Now,
Yes, sir.
let's keep this understanding. Let's keep this name in our mind. Let's keep this name in our mind. A square with all sides as 1 centimeter, we will call it a 1 centimeter square. Okay? Now, let's say I'm talking about a rectangle which is 4 centimeter in length and 1 centimeter in height. And I'm asking you guys to find out the area of this guy. How do you find it out? What I will do is, I will break this into smaller pieces and see how many centimeter squares are there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you look at these 4 boxes that you see, each one of them are 1 centimeter, 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 1 centimeter. So essentially what I have is Each one of them is called 1 centimeter square. How many 1 centimeter squares I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the total area of this, I can say, I have 4 centimeter squares. Yes, Meshika.
4 centimeters.
Yeah. So I did not try calculating it. What I did was, I took a rectangle which is 4 centimeter in length and 1 centimeter in height. What did I do? I broke it into 4 1 centimeter squares. This is 1 centimeter square. 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 Now I have 4 centimeter squares. Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So what you saw here, 4 into 1 centimeter squares. Let's look at another situation. Let's look at, let's say I had 4 centimeter length and 2 centimeter height. How many 1 centimeter squares I can break this into? Yes, Anahita? 8. So what I will do is 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you see? 8 centimeter squares. Yes, Udraj.
I was also gonna say 8.
Okay, no problem at all. It doesn't really matter who says it first. Okay, even if I'm the oldest person in this class, it doesn't mean that it's always me who has to say it first, right? Many times I ask questions to you guys to collect information and then I relay it back. So no matter who says first, who says second, all of us should be learning things is what is the most important thing for us. Okay, let's focus on that instead of crying for, no, I was about to say the same thing, why somebody else told that. Okay.
Okay.
I have seen many times in my class, kids will say, no, I was also about to say the same thing. That is my answer, somebody stole my answer. No, nobody stole anybody's answer. It's the same thing. We just, okay, and I request everybody to keep your videos on, beta, okay? Now, here, again going back to this thing, when I took a rectangle with 4 centimeter in length and 2 centimeter in height, what we saw was, there were 8 1 centimeter squares. So that is how I'm saying 8 1 centimeter squares I had, which becomes 8 into 1, 8 centimeter squares. Now what you see here, in this case, when you had 4 centimeter length and 1 centimeter height, it became 4 into 1, 4 centimeter squares. You had 4 centimeters length and 2 centimeters in height, it created 8 centimeter squares. So this is this times this. That's what we are seeing. If you call this as length and this as width, what you are seeing? 4 into 2, 8 centimeter squares. Now let's look at one more situation. I'm not trying to force you guys to memorize this formula. Okay? Let's look at one more situation. Let's talk about a rectangle which is 6 centimeter in length and 4 centimeter in height. Okay? So this is 6 centimeter, this is 6 centimeter, this is 4 centimeter, this is 4 centimeter. Now, what I want to do is, I want to 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me draw straight lines for, so this is 1 centimeter. This is also 1 centimeter. Okay. So what I did was, I have split this into, what I'm doing is, I'm just building a centimeter squares from whatever shape I have. Is it making sense to everybody so far? Okay. So when I had 6 centimeter, a rectangle with 6 centimeter length and 4 centimeter height, I split that into centimeter squares. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 is also equal to 6 times 4. What I have is 24 centimeter squares I have, which I can relate. So what we are seeing here is, if I have a rectangle with certain length and certain width, if I have to find out the area of the rectangle, I can simply multiply these two numbers and put the square of that unit. Does that make sense? Yeah? So, with that understanding, if I tell you guys, okay, I have a rectangle, okay, I am saying that this is a rectangle with length as 7 centimeter and width as 5 centimeter. Can somebody tell me what will be the area of this rectangle? Think about it, I'll come back to you guys in 10 seconds. Okay. What is the answer? Anahita.
35.
A little louder. 35?
35.
35 what?
That's meters squared.
Centimeter squared. Missika, how about you? Missika, you are talking to the mute button one more time.
I was gonna say the same thing.
But still say it. 35?
35 square centimeters.
35 square centimeter or 35 centimeter square. Okay. Rudraj, how about you? Louder.
It was an accident.
Okay. Aditi.
I was about to say the same thing as Mishika.
But you have to still say it. There's a reason why I'm asking you guys, or forcing you guys to say it. There's a reason for it. Yeah, say it.
35.
What?
The area.
35 what?
7 times 5 is 35, and that's the area of this rectangle.
No, I'll repeat my question. 35 what? Centimeter square. Okay.
Square.
That unit is very important, beta, okay? If I say my height is 5 feet 6 inches versus I say my height is 5 miles 6 inches, there's a huge difference. You can imagine how tall I would be if I'm 5 miles tall. How tall it could be?
Still the ceiling.
No. This is not 5 miles. If I ever say that I'm 5 miles tall, imagine how tall I would be. Yes, Anahita.
If you said you were 5 miles tall, then you would be lying.
No, I'll be lying, that is one thing. And if by any chance, if I'm that tall, there's no house for me to live.
So the
Yeah.
height would be the size of the house.
No house. I cannot live in a house. I have to live in jungle, maybe on a mountain. Yep.
Maybe you find a tall cabin.
Okay. So yeah. Let's move on. So what we learned from this is that, okay, everybody stop playing with emojis, guys. So if I ever talked about a rectangle with some length and some width given to us, we can say that we have learned a trick or the formula for the area of a rectangle, that is length into width. That is how, what you did, you multiplied 7 into 5. Now you look at this. Length is how much? 7 centimeter. How much is the width? 5 centimeter. What you guys did? 7 times 5 became 35. 7 times 5 became 35. And what you have? Centimeter and centimeter. When you multiply centimeter with centimeter, what does it become? Yes, Aditi.
If you multiply by centimeter, it'll become centimeter square.
Alright. So that's one thing that I want you guys to learn. Yes, Rudraj, tell me, what does it become?
I was gonna say centimeter square.
Centimeter square. Yeah, so basically, whatever we have learned so far, we're just trying to kind of build a understanding out of it. Let's say if I say 2 into 2, that is nothing but 2 square. 5 into 5 is nothing but 5 square. 6 into 6 is nothing but 6 square. Similarly, if somebody says centimeter into centimeter, it becomes centimeter square. If I say miles into miles, it becomes miles square. Yeah? So same thing here. Now, we learned a formula for finding the area of a rectangle. And area of a rectangle is length times width. Aniket, you can fight at 7:30, not right now. Once the class gets over, then you can do arm wrestling, and then tug of war, or maybe feast fight, whatever. Okay, but not right now. Alright, coming back to this one. So, what we learned today so far is that if I have a rectangle, I can find out the area of a rectangle by multiplying the length by width. Length times width is my area. And length, never say, okay, my area is 7 times 535. No, don't do that. Because this unit has a very, very important role to play. Very, very important role to play. Like I said, if I say I am 5 feet 6 inches tall versus 5 centimeters 6 millimeter tall, you can imagine how tall I am. If I am 5 centimeters and 6 millimeter tall, I am only this tall. If I am trying to teach you guys cannot see me. I'll be somewhere under the table. Yeah? Right? I cannot even reach to the board. Yeah? I'll be smaller than a doll that you can think of. Yeah? Okay. Alright. So that is why the unit is very important. Let's break our head with some problems and see if we have all understood this or not. I'm not trying to prove anybody wrong or right, but I want to make sure that whatever we have learned, are we able to apply that for solving few problems? Just give me a second. Somebody came. Who was it? I thought somebody came to my house without me being aware of it. Alright, so now let's look at some problems that we want to solve. Let's say there is a rectangle which is 5 centimeter, another rectangle with 8 centimeter, 8 inches in length and 3 inches in width. What's going on? Okay, and then I have a trick question for you guys. This is 4 centimeter and 4 centimeter. There are 3 rectangles that I have drawn here. Mishika, Niket, beta, pay attention. I want everybody to solve. Niket, I want you also to try solving it, okay? Because I'm not teaching only to Miss.
Nobody's being annoying right now.
That's what siblings do. It's okay, beta. It's fine. But yeah, just stay away from problems because now we are trying to all solve this problem, these 3 problems, okay? We have 3 rectangles. One rectangle with length 5 centimeter and width 4 centimeter. Second rectangle with length 8 inches and width 3 inches. And third rectangle with length 4 centimeter and width 4 centimeter. Let's see what Mishika says. Yes, Mishika. You're talking to the mute button again.
I know the answer to the first one.
Solve all the 3 and then you can tell me the answer.
Oh, I only solved the first one.
Solve all the 3. It should not take more than 5 minutes for everybody. Okay.
The first one is 18 centimeters.
This one?
22 inches.
8 inches and 3 inches. This. So do your calculation. Don't rush. It's okay. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. I'll let you guys use your time. Yes, Riyans, ready with all the three?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the first one, this is the second one, and this is the third one. Tell me what are the answers. And I want you guys to try as well. No neighbor discount. Everybody has to solve the problem, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
The first one is 20. And
Tw-
then
20 what?
20 square centimeters.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then the second one is 16 square centimeters.
16 centimeters squares. How about this guy?
That one is 24 square centimeters.
24?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what other Riyans wants to say. Riyans.
For the first one, it's 20 centimeters squared. For the second one, it's 16 centimeters squared. And for the third one, it's 24 centimeters squared.
Okay. Let's see what Anahita says.
For the first one, it's 20 centimeters squared. For the second one, it's 16 centimeters squared. And for the third one, it's 24 inches squared.
Exactly. See, this is why I was emphasizing that units are very important. Otherwise, from tomorrow I will start claiming that I'm 5 miles and 6 feet tall. Okay? I'm 5 miles and 6 feet tall, and you imagine how tall I am. Okay. Alright, who wants to go next? So Anika and Nikhil, what did we learn? Area of a rectangle is length times
Width.
Here, in this case, what was my length? 5 centimeter, and what was my width? 4 centimeter.
Oh.
So, length times width, that is length, area. I mean, you can write it like a story. Area of the rectangle is length times width. Okay, this is a formula that we know. What is my length? 5 centimeter. I'll replace length with 5 centimeter. Times width. What is my width? 4 centimeter. Anika, here it is. So now, look at this. We don't deal with apples and oranges together. Okay? We don't deal with apples and oranges together. If number is an apple, so these two are apples. I will only multiply number with a number. I cannot multiply number with a unit. Okay?
Okay.
When I multiply number with a number, it becomes 20. 5 times 4 is 20. What I'm left with? Centimeter into centimeter. Like we discussed, 2 into 2 is 2 square, 4 into 4 is 4 square, centimeter into centimeter is centimeter square. So this centimeter into centimeter became centimeter square. And that is why a word of caution for all of us. When you are trying to find out the area, never ever ignore. Write it in your, when you are solving it, okay? So that you don't lose focus of it. If you say length times width, 5 into 4, you will get 20. And then you would not know what. What after that? Because you missed the unit. You have to make sure that you are writing the unit. So then you'll say, okay, fine. I missed the centimeter. Centimeter square. Yeah? Everybody with me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Now, there's one more thing that I wanted to see who was observing the question carefully. I know you guys have learned how to find out the area of a rectangle, okay? And all of you gave me the right answer. Except for one of you when you kind of ignored the unit part of it, right? You just got a little emotional. Everything is centimeter square, so here also you gave centimeter square. That emotion was not right. You had to look at the unit, and that is how it would have become this, right? Now, there's one more observation here. And you guys learned something without noticing it, without me teaching it. Look at this guy. Is this a rectangle? What is that? Anahita?
square.
A square. But we still applied the formula for rectangle and it worked. Length times width. The only thing is your length and width are the same. So if you call this guy as length, you can call this guy also as length because your length and width are the same. So area of a square is nothing but length times width or length times length, whatever you call it. Or you can call it side. Okay, you don't know which one is length, so you can say, okay, this all the four sides. So side is square. Side times side. That's it. So we just learned the formula for area of a rectangle, and we use the same formula to find out the area of a square also. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
That is why
Yes, sir.
it's very important for us to keep the property in mind always, because that helps you derive some conclusion real quick. Let's say if somebody says, let me give you guys a trick question, and that is only to make you think, okay, not to get you guys scared. Math is all about how do you understand it, and then how do you put your thoughts around it. Okay, let me say, now I'm giving you guys a word problem. Find out the area of rectangle where length equal to 20 centimeter and length plus width equal to 25 centimeter. Okay, I am saying find out the area of the rectangle where the length is 20 centimeter and length plus width is equal to 25 centimeter. Let's see what Anahita says.
I think the area is 100 centimeters squared.
You think or you did it?
I did it.
Okay. Aditi, how about you?
The length of the rectangle is 20 centimeters. The width of the width of the rectangle is 5 centimeters, and 20 plus, and the area 20 times 5 is 100. So it's 100 square centimeters.
Okay. Okay. Now, I think everybody has learned it, but I would want somebody to explain. Let it be Riyan's with bigger hair than me. Okay. So, Riyan's, can you explain that answer to me like I'm a second grader? If you have to explain this to me, how would you do it?
Okay. Since length times width equals the area, our missing
Okay.
component
You
is
can
the
go
width,
take this.
and
Nikki can join you
then
later. You can
plus
go
the
home.
width
Okay.
equals 25,
Okay, I'll
and
go.
the length
No,
equals 20.
her, not yours.
20 minus 25 equals 5, and then 20 times 5 equals 100.
Okay. Okay. Sianvi. Yes, Sianvi, go ahead.
Since the length is 20 centimeters,
Uh-huh.
and since 25 minus 20 equals 5, the width would be 5 centimeters.
Okay.
So you would do 20 times 5, and 20 times 5 equals 100 centimeters.
100 centimeters square. Don't forget the unit.
Yeah.
So we have learned how to find out the area of a rectangle, and then we could see that if I have an area for if I know the formula for finding the area of a rectangle, I can apply the same thing for finding the area of a square also, because square is also other kind of a rectangle.
Oh.
It has property matching with that of a rectangle. What does a rectangle require us to have? Rectangle says opposite sides are equal and parallel. So these two are parallel and equal, these two are parallel and equal. If you look at a square, all sides are same. If all sides are same, opposite sides are anyway same. So this also satisfies the condition of a rectangle. That's why you can apply the same formula of area of a rectangle to find out the area of a square also. As long as you remember the property, no big deal. Yep. Aniket, stop bothering beta. Stop bothering sister. This is not good. Because you did not solve any problem. I would want you to solve some problem when I give the assignment to you guys, okay? Yaditi. It's time. It's time, I know. Aditi is very punctual, so I'll let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of the evening. We'll bother you next Thursday. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Alright. Hello, Serena. Hi, Deekshita. Bye-bye.